Let me take you back to the London of my youth, around 1840, when I was just a wide-eyed lad wandering those foggy streets. London, a city of empires, riches, and raw poverty, where markets exploded with life. Foggy streets alive at dawn, Covent Garden's fresh fruits, Smithfield's bloody cattle chaos, Billingsgate's stinky fish frenzy. Imagine dodging pickpockets amid costermongers' shouts, "Pies for a penny!" Empire goods like Indian tea, Chinese silk flooded in, while workers slaved in slums. Gas lamps lit the night, railways changed everything, but cholera lurked. Ever wonder how Victorians survived this thrilling mess? It's a tale of grit and glory. Dive in for the full story. It was the dawn of Queen Victoria's reign, the Industrial Revolution roaring like a steam engine, turning our city into the beating heart of the empire. But oh, the contrasts, wealth pouring in from colonies afar, yet poverty clinging to every shadowed alley. The markets, they were the soul of it all, alive with chaos and color. Picture this. Before the sun even peeked over the Thames, the air filled with the rumble of carts and the cries of costermongers. That's where life pulsed strongest. Let me paint it for you from memory, as vivid as yesterday. First, the atmosphere. Goodness, it hit you like a wave. The streets were a muddy mess, churned up by rain and horse manure. No proper sewers back then. Gas lamps flickered on main roads, casting eerie glows as night turned to day. The noise, hawkers bellowing their wares, animals lowing in protest, the clatter of wooden wheels on cobblestones, and the smells, fresh bread mixing with rotting fish, blood from slaughter, and that ever-present coal smoke hanging like a shroud. It was overwhelming, yet thrilling. You'd dodge pickpockets in the throng, feeling the city's raw energy. Hook yourself here. Imagine stepping into that whirlwind. Could you survive a day in such a mad, mesmerizing world? Take Covent Garden, my favorite haunt. I'd sneak there at dawn, watching wagons unload from the countryside. Piles of ruby apples, emerald cabbages, golden pears, seasonal treasures that made your mouth water. Flowers too, vibrant posies for the ladies. It wasn't just produce. Exotic fruits from the empire trickled in, like oranges from Spain or rare pineapples, symbols of wealth. Costermongers, those street sellers with their barrows, would buy wholesale and hawk it cheap. "Fresh greens for a penny," they'd shout, their voices cutting through the din. I remember one burly fellow with a mustache like a broom, singing bawdy tunes to draw crowds. But beneath the bustle, filth everywhere, rotten veggies trodden underfoot, drawing rats and disease. Cholera lurked, you see, from the polluted Thames. Yet people thrived on it. It was their lifeline. Now, shift to Smithfield. That beast of a market, right in the city's gut near St. Bartholomew's. Thousands of cattle driven in from the countryside, herded by drovers with whips cracking like thunder. The bellows and bleats were deafening, blood running in rivulets from on-site slaughter. I'd watch butchers in aprons hacking away, the air thick with iron tang and awful stench. It supplied London's meat, beef for roasts, mutton for stews, pork for pies. Famous products? Those hearty meat pies, stuffed with gravy. Street sellers peddled them hot for the working man. But it was brutal. Animals crammed, fights breaking out. Pamphlets called it a horrid abomination, and rightly so. Disease spread like wildfire. Hook, ever wonder how your steak got to the table back then? It was a bloody spectacle that'd turn your stomach today. Then Billingsgate, down by the river, fish heaven, or hell depending on your nose. Boats unloaded at dawn, silvery herring, plump mackerel, cod from the North Sea, oysters by the barrel. Shellfish were cheap treats for the poor, eaten raw with vinegar. The market hall was rudimentary, stalls spilling onto the docks, women in shawls haggling fiercely. Famous for it? Rough tongue. Fishmongers swore like sailors. Imports, too. Salmon packed in ice from Scotland. I'd buy fried fish from a cart, crispy and hot, with a dash of salt. But the reek, it clung to your clothes for days. And dangers? Slippery docks, drowning risks, thieves nicking catches. Beyond markets, daily life was a tapestry of classes. Us and the working folk, crammed in East End slums, tenements reeking of damp and despair. Long shifts in factories, kids like me sweeping chimneys or toiling in mills. We'd grab bread, cheese, potatoes from street vendors, staples keeping body and soul together. Pie and mash shops dotted corners, serving up comfort in a bowl. Upper classes? They lounged in West End mansions, servants fetching Covent Garden's best. Carriages clipped by, pocket watches glinting, status symbols those. New gadgets emerged, daguerreotype photos, capturing faces in silver. The penny post started in 1840. Stamps like the penny black revolutionized letters. Railways chugged in, bringing more goods faster. Empire's bounty flooded in. Tea from India, spices warming stews, sugar sweetening lives, at slavery's cost, mind. Silk fabrics from China, porcelain for tables, cotton from Lancashire mills clothed us all. Street life buzzed, omnibuses pulled by horses, costermongers with Irish accents, basket women howling loads on heads. Crime? Pickpockets thrived in crowds, rookeries hid gangs. Health woes? Smog-choked skies, cholera epidemics in 48, 49. Life expectancy barely 40 for us poor. Yet, amid the grit, magic sparkled. Gas lights turned nights alive, markets glowing like festivals. It was progress amid pain, the Victorian spark igniting. Hook, if you think modern cities are hectic, wait till you hear how we balanced empire's gold with street-level survival. London wasn't just a place, it was a roaring adventure. Wrapping up these memories, 1840s London was contrasts incarnate, opulence and squalor, innovation and illness. Markets fed the masses, pulsed with empire's veins. I wouldn't trade those muddy, mad days for anything. They shaped the world we know.